If wave starts thinking, it is different from ocean. And if the wave starts defending itself from the ocean, all we need to understand is how much wave tries to defend itself from the ocean, it is going to fall into the same ocean. As a nature, wave starts in the ocean, exists in the ocean, and is going to fall into the ocean. If it understands it is part of the ocean, it will be utterly relaxed. It will live the blissful life. If it doesn't understand, it will fight with the ocean, but it will fall into the ocean. The ultimate secret which Krishna wants to reveal is existence, Parashakti, Brahman, is your friend. The universal energy is not your enemy. It is intelligence and it responds to your thoughts. This is the first understanding. Next, in this chapter, he says, I am that. He says, I am the whole existence. The next chapter, he gives the experience of the cosmic consciousness to Arjuna. These 3 chapters are step by step. In the first, he says, don't have enmity with existence. Next, he says, I am that same energy. Not only you don't have to have existence, have a deep love. You don't have to have enmity. Yesterday's chapter says, drop your enmity against universal energy, Brahman and Atman. Today he starts how to be connected, how to feel connected to the existence. Tomorrow in the Viswarupa Darshana Yoga, he gives the experience to Arjuna that the whole cosmic consciousness is he. He is in the whole cosmic consciousness. Yesterday he removes the enmity. Today he creates the feeling of connectedness. Tomorrow he gives the Advaitic experience. All these 3 chapters are step by step. Step by step, they are elevating Arjuna from low level to higher level. Let us study this Shastra with intense devotion and a deep sincerity. Along with Arjuna, we will also grow. Along with Arjuna, we will also grow. We will not miss it. Krishna says, for your benefit, because you are my dear friend, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Please be very clear. Krishna is explaining his glory, not for his sake, for Arjuna's sake. Krishna is not explaining his glory to show his ego. No. Here, Krishna is not explaining his glories out of ego. He is explaining to give understanding to Arjuna. He is explaining so that Arjuna will start experiencing him. So be very clear. When Krishna says here, I am, he means the cosmic consciousness, the egoless being, the enlightened energy. Again and again, he expresses the glory of enlightenment, glory of Atmajnana. That is why he is so confident and so clear, with such a clarity, with such a coolness. He explains, I am everything. Even to utter these words, you need courage. Please be very clear. Even to utter these words, you need courage. No normal man can say, I am God to somebody If you say, you can be sure next day you will be in asylum. You will be in asylum. And they will be reserving a special seat. He is courageous enough to declare, and not only declare, the person who is listening experiences it. What is the science? What do you need for an enlightened man to declare himself as enlightened and to declare himself as a God? And what you need for a disciple to experience that as a truth? Two things. There are so many hundreds of enlightened people declare this truth again and again and again. But some people who listen, they became enlightened, like Arjuna, like Vivekananda. Ramakrishna says, who came as Rama, who came as Krishna, is residing in this body as Ramakrishna. Boldly declares, that also not when he was healthy, when he was suffering by cancer. He is suffering from cancer, throat cancer. That time he declares boldly, who came as Rama, who came as Krishna, has come down in this body as Ramakrishna. But that word has done something into Vivekananda. Narendra has become Vivekananda. Sometimes a disciple who hears, he becomes enlightened. Sometimes the disciple who hears, he is hurt, he is disturbed. What you need to create this experience? See, be very clear. Experience of Krishna, experience of Christ, experience of Buddha, experience of Mahavira is all one and the same. As enlightenment experience, it is all one and the same. But when they expressed, why different kinds of reactions? When they expressed, when they declared their divinity, their experience, somebody has become enlightened and somebody has ran away from Buddha. If you see, when he started telling, he is enlightened. There were many disciples around him who are practicing with him. Actually, there are few people who are staying with Buddha and practicing. When they heard that Buddha declaring enlightened, he is enlightened, they ran away from him. Some people ran away, some people became enlightened, and now all we need is, we also should become enlightened. When we listen Krishna's words, how can we listen? And how can we have that benefit? People who want to run away naturally will not come all the way, especially in this LA traffic. Now all we need to do is, we must become enlightened. How to do? With what mood we are supposed to receive these words? Arjuna, the Krishna's disciples, he is totally in love with Krishna. He is totally surrendered to Krishna. He is not ready to suspect anything. By now, he is very clear. His head has stopped working. His head has stopped working. His logic has stopped analyzing. Please be very clear. This truth should be declared only to a person who is totally, intimately related, feeling connected with the divine. He says, Mahabaho Srunume Paramam Vasa Yateham Priyamanaya. Because you are my dear friend, you are deeply connected to me, I am revealing this truth to you. Let me explain a few basic things. Actually, when you feel deeply connected to some person, the other will almost look like a god. You will feel so deeply related. Whether it is your husband or your wife or your kids, or your parents, or your master, if you feel deeply connected to the person, he will look like a god. Whatever he does, you will feel that he is divine. You will feel he is divine. Why do you think these eternal lovers, Ambikavati, Amaravati, Devadas, and this Laila Majnu, Devadas and Parvati, all these people, they feel the other person is God. They almost feel the other person is divine. Romeo and Juliet, they give their life for the other person. Why? When you feel deeply connected, when you feel deeply related, when you are in love with the other being, he will look almost like a god. All we need is just an attitude of deeply connecting through the heart. The problem is, we forgot the way of connecting through the heart. Because all our relationship has become superficial.